can help celebrate the end of the Cold War by making a peaceful dive on Russian destroyer 356, sunk as an artificial reef 200 yards offshore of Cayman Brac. The ship's radar nest is at a beginner-friendly 20 feet for divers, and the main hull at 45 to 85 feet for intermediate and advanced divers. The ship is renamed the MV Captain Keith Tibbets by the Cayman National Trust when they purchased the ship from Cuba in 1996. Today, the Tibbets is one of the highlights of diving Cayman Brac in Little Cayman, just a 20-minute boat ride away. Divers can either circumnavigate the wreck or explore the hatches, long halls, and stairways that meander throughout the ship's insides. The interior has been made safe for recreational divers. You'll always find light at the end of the passageways. No special wreck diving equipment is required since divers will always be within available light and within sight of an open hatch leading to the outside. The warship rests on the edge of Brac's north wall, with the bow resting in the sand on her port side. Her midships are now in rubble, but her stern is essentially intact. The turbine engines are exposed as the walls of the engine room are also now in shambles. But in her prime, the ship was 330 feet in length and had a beam of 43 feet. The best photography here is wide angle, with the broad sweep of the ship's lines. A favorite site for photography and just general sightseeing is the bow guns that cant at a 45-degree angle. Cayman's always dependable visibility means that you can get that rare shot of an entire sunken ship in a single frame.
San Diego is a hotbed of culinary talent. Some of the nation's hottest chefs have given San Diego its distinct culinary signature, a blend of the Pacific Rim, Mediterranean, and California influences. San Diego regional cuisine has become such a force in food circles that this year, 4 local chefs were invited to showcase their talents at the famous James Beard House in New York City. Meet San Diego's culinary dream team. 4 chefs that truly epitomize San Diego regional cuisine. They are Chef Rico Bartolome of 150 Grand Cafe in Escondido, Tom Dowling, Executive Chef of the Rancho Bernardo Inn in San Diego, Bernard Guillas, Executive Chef of the Marine Room in La Jolla, and Michael Stebner, Chef de Cuisine of Azura Point in Coronado. We're going to follow these culinary maestros as they let us sample some regional cuisine from the source to the kitchen.
It's very unique for us to be able to use a product here which is produced right here in Southern California at the Bernardo Winery and is made up of the olives that are right here on property. There's 4 different types of varietals. This is the Manzanilla. It produces a very fruity, fresh-tasting olive oil, which is reflective of the healthy type of lifestyle and diet that we produce at the Rancho Bernardo Inn. In a salad bowl, I'm going to add a little bit of red wine vinegar, this cold-pressed Spanish olive oil. We have the juice of half an orange. Put in our tossed mixture of greens. We have beautiful greens here from the area, from a lot of the different local farms. And then arrange these vegetables onto a plate. And just about now, our duck breast should be finished here in the oven. I'm going to head and slice this on a bias and then fan it out onto the plate around the salad. And there you have it, a beautiful warm duck breast salad with young vegetables, mesclun greens, and a nice orange cold-pressed virgin olive oil vinaigrette.
As an NFL quarterback for 14 years, Boomer Esiason became a pro at defeating rivals on the field. But at home, his family is fighting a different sort of opponent. His son Gunnar was born with a challenging condition known as cystic fibrosis.
You know, like any parent, as soon as you hear something like that, you just have this sick feeling and you immediately become depressed and you think, what did I do to cause this? I mean, you know, it's only human nature to feel that way. Some people carry those feelings on longer than others. I think mine lasted for about a half an hour. And I said, we can't feel sorry for ourselves, and we certainly can't do anything about the situation now as it sits here, and looking back, we can only look forward. The biggest thing about having a child diagnosed with cystic fibrosis is that your life does change. There's no way around it. I mean, there's responsibilities and diligence that is associated with the therapies that you have to deal with on a daily basis, and compliance of those therapies are the most important thing moving forward. And all of that comes from education and logic and understanding exactly what you're dealing with. On a daily basis, Gunnar goes through about 35 to 40 minutes of therapies in the morning, and then about 20 to 30 minutes of therapies in the evening.
Parents must learn to cope with the daily rigors of keeping their child healthy, and they must deal with difficult emotions, such as sorrow, anger, or guilt over their child's illness.
The first thing that I tell them is, you know, welcome to a club that you don't really want to belong to. And then I tell them that get ready for the most inspirational ride of your life. And if you've never been inspired by anything or anybody up to this point, your child will absolutely awe you in what they can overcome.
Leland Stanford was a man of mighty accomplishments. He drove the golden spike that connected the first transcontinental railroad. He was governor of the new state of California, and he founded one of the world's great universities. But all that came second to Stanford's momentous fascination with horses. He watched his horses so closely that he even noticed that when they galloped, all four hooves sometimes left the ground at the same time. "Ridiculous," shouted a friend. "Horses can't fly." They bet $25,000, a princely sum in the late 1800s. And Stanford hired a photographer named Edward Muybridge to help prove his point. Along a racetrack, Muybridge set up a series of 24 cameras connected by tripwires. As a horse galloped by, it hit the wires and took its own picture. These are some of the actual pictures Muybridge recorded on his cameras. It cost Stanford $100,000 to win his $25,000 bet. But Muybridge learned something even more valuable than that. As Muybridge idly flipped through his pictures, he noticed that as he did so, the horse appeared to be moving. He saw something like this.
I'm Cheryl Ladd.
Hi, I'm Josie Bissett.
Hello, I'm Kim Alexis.
Hi, I'm Chris Everett.
Hello, I'm Faith Daniels.
Hello, I'm Robert Urich, and this is Today's Health.
Hi, I'm Ed Begley Jr., and this is Today's Environment.
I'm Joanna Kearns. Learn how to express yourself as we reveal new solutions for imaginative women on the Balancing Act.
Hello, I'm George Hamilton, and welcome to the best of wine and food, coming to you from the beautiful Boca Raton Resort and Club.